Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Xisuminati server. Hopefully you're all doing pretty good today. I'm pretty good myself. Pretty good. I just got that video out on the new Vanilla 1.9 server, and hopefully you guys like that video. Hopefully you guys like it. It's going to be interesting to try and keep up. I don't exactly have that much time to record, what with working full-time and having a fiance. And, we'll see what I can dedicate to it. In the meantime, I've kind of determined that it and Mod Sauce will be interchangeable. So, I do still have, I think, 4 or 5 episodes of Mod Sauce left to catch up on. So I haven't filmed anything new in that series forever. I haven't even loaded the world in a long time. So, okay. We'll see what happens with that. I know some people are anxious for it, and I will get to it. It's just now also there's going to be this Vanilla 1.9 that I'll play. But my focus is this world right here. And, oh, my sounds are on. Okay. So, today's episode, if you remember from last time, we have a specific project we're going to work on. And it's this guy right here. This sign. It's done. Look at that. We're done. Okay, bye. Now, the alloy room. We knocked out those 2 houses last episode. And as I was saying, I was going to put up a bunch of trees. Yeah, I put up a bunch of trees. I'm not sure if I like it too much. I mean, when you're flying over it, it looks kind of but then it's just a bunch of leaves. Down here, I mean, it's a forest. I mean, what are you going to do? Really, when you think of it, due to the fact that this hill is here, it's really not that big of an issue. But over from the town side, if you're standing by the future town hall, yeah, the trees kind of hide the base. They do okay. It's nothing too special. It's just a bunch of acacia. The villagers are all still okay. They've been living out their lives just fine. None of them seem to like this house, at least at the moment. Where are they all? Oh, yep, they're all in here. Hello, it's a party. So yeah, they're all good. No mean zombies came and eat them. So anyway, pretty much as soon as I put out the video to that, my neighbor and I, Unstable Fulcrum, that is, we got to work planning the alloy room. Now, we kind of got ourselves carried away. And, well, we kind of finished the whole room. I do wish I could have recorded it. I wish I could have, just... Doesn't even matter if the audio's there. Just, at least film building it. Because it ended up being really cool. So, this little dead-end hallway, or what used to be the dead-end hallway, is where the alloy room is. Now, we measured it all out for the machine I have to build in there, and we didn't do that part at least. So you get to see the machine being built at least. But yeah, the room itself, in terms of its aesthetic design, is complete. I will need to craft up a whole bunch of redstone components. So I'm going to get that out of the way. And then I'll come back and we can get started. Alrighty. Pretty sure I've got everything all ready. So, you guys ready to be blown away by this amazing room? Look, it's got fluorescent lighting. Now, see, this is just the top part of the room. check this out. Alright? Isn't that pretty snazzy down there? So we ended up doing this little step up, which, you know, the rest of this floor is nice and flat, but the way this worked out, little step up, little bridge over the room. Looks pretty snazzy, hey? So we got this little trapdoor. Whee! Yeah. I'm pretty impressed by this room. A good 90% of it was Unstable Fulcrum's design. He did a really good job with this. We kind of just measured the room out, and then he's like, oh, let's go with these crazy corners, and then it's like laboratory blocks, and yeah, we just took it from there, and we built this whole thing. And it cuts it really close with the alloy, or not the alloy, the laser room, because like right here would be the blocks in the wall for the laser room. So that's really close. We kind of squeeze underneath it. So basically, the alloys I'm looking for are going to be Inderium, Signalum, Electrum, Invar, Bronze, and Steel. The other ones, such as Lumium, Lumium isn't used very often. It's used in making aluminum lamps. It's used in making glowing hardened glass, or I can't remember its actual name. Well, probably aluminum hardened glass. You know, like I don't need it. I don't need it. Aluminum brass. Its only use is making molds for tinkers, and gold substitutes for that. So why bother? And in terms of that, the other alloys such as pig iron and alamite, they need to be done in a smeltery. They can't be done here. So these are the 6 we're going to go with. It's a nice symmetrical number, which means I can do 3 machines on either side. Now, unfortunately, some of these machines, namely Inderium, will need to be a little bit bigger, because basically how it works is the design is tileable, but it's 1 tile per ingredient, or per ore ingredient, I should specify, because things like Signalum and Inderium also then use liquids. And that's a different matter altogether. That's thermal expansion machines and not actual redstone. Everything else is 2 ingredients. I mean, Electrum is gold and silver, Invar is iron and ferrous, Bronze is copper and tin, I think? Steel is coal and iron. Easy peasy. Now, in terms of iron, I can do either... not iron, steel, sorry. I can do either Quantum Flux's recipe, where it's just iron surrounded by coal, in which case all I need to do is measure the ingredients and use a cyclical assembler, or a cyclic assembler, and done. However, the steel from Tinkers only uses 2 pieces of coal. You don't actually need to pulverize the iron. If you pulverize it first. So that's half the amount of coal, or it can use charcoal. So I realize coal isn't exactly in short supply, but let's do it with coal, hey? Just to be fancy, right? So I've got hopefully everything I need here. I might have forgotten something. Knowing me, I did. And we're going to need... You know what, let's just grab everything. La 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 la. And some of you too. Oh. Just trying to close it before I fell. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna start with... Let's set up Invar. Well, actually this whole side. So, I mean, it's 6 ingredients, so we need 6 tiles. And this room is, or this centerpiece is 5 wide. So we're going to have to put the first tile over here. Now, unfortunately, yeah, the room is going to... It's going to get hidden by the machine. And there's nothing we can do about that. It's just the way it works. Now, I'm going to try and build this from memory. And this is probably going to be a horrible idea, but yeah, I'm going to try. So what I'm going to be using is this redstone paste from the aforementioned already mod redstone paste. It's redstone and slime ball, and basically it well, it sticks to walls. Is kind of its main feature, but also the fact that, as you can see with the little outline, you kind of pick which side it goes on, so you can more, I guess, intuitively, diversely set what direction the power flows. And that's pretty cool, because basically what it means is, with traditional redstone, when you have two lines running next to each other, well, they'd connect. Well, here, unless I do these two, because even if I do it like that, they're not going to transfer signal. I'd have to do that for it to now transfer signal. But that would be vanilla redstone. With this stuff, no canoodling. So that's pretty cool. The other option would have been Gani's surface, because you can, I think it's Gani's surface, you can dye redstone ore into different colors, and then they don't canoodle. But unfortunately, those don't work with repeaters or comparators, as far as I understand. So, yeah, kinda need those. Anyway, unfortunately, I'm no, we're gonna try this. Let's try the memory thing. Okay, we need a 1-tick pulse, or no, is that the way it works? We have that to the input, into that, so block up like that. Redstone torch, block, half slab, block. I'm probably doing this all wrong. I'm more than likely doing this all wrong. It's, you know what, yeah, I can't remember how it's done. I'm gonna have to get my sandbox. All right, I've got my sandbox. Problems all solved. So we start with the block there, and we do a little something like that, and knock out that block, because on that block goes a torch. A torch. And then over here, we need a comparator pointing into that block, and then we need a hopper facing into that hopper. Get rid of that one. Hopper facing into the other one. And we need a redstone block under that hopper. And what we're essentially doing is we're creating a system that will, it's kind of like half a hopper clock. It doesn't push back. No, don't do that. What it will do is there'll be items in here equal to the amount of items we're wanting to measure out plus 1. And what it will do is the machine will turn off the signal for the exact length of time required for a hopper to empty the items we need. So if we need, 10 items, it'll turn off long enough to drain 10 items. So, little shape like that. And under the piston we have a block. And pointing into that block we have a repeater. And from there we have a sticky piston with a block on it. And this block is input. So that cuts it really close with the room's design. Just this wedge shape here. But this wedge shape can go... it was a bit of something that we hemmed and hawed about, whether we wanted this wedge here. Just because, you know, it kind of makes the room keep its kind of roundness. But I can lose it if need be. So this is the shape. And it's tileable, like I said, thanks to this redstone paste stuff, which we need to paste all over. And basically how this is going to work is we're going to have hoppers right there, and on top of the hopper we're going to have our drawer with whatever ingredient it is this specific tile, cell, whatever is measuring. And these will all be loaded probably with a line from here, you know, poking out of that block of the various ingredients. Now, the various ingredients are actually fed in, come on, there we go, via this ender chest. And there they all are. These are actually all pulled from the storage room upstairs. Like I showed at the end of the last episode with the transfer nodes on the back of all the storage drawers. Using a rationing pipe, it limits it to just a stack at a time. So if I were to pull a stack out, let's grab iron, given a little bit of time, just because it doesn't have any speed upgrades, see, poof, stack of iron got replaced. So all I have to do is say send iron to that drawer, send iron to that drawer over there, and over time it will. Now, because this is an on-demand machine, I can give it the 10 minutes it needs to buffer its items. So it'll work. Sure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of these all knocked out, including the ones over here. Because, I mean, this is just going to be repetitive. Like, it's a tiled system. It's one wide. You can see it all. It's pretty simple. If you guys want a tutorial on this, I can make a tutorial on it. It's really not that hard. But at the same time... Whoop, hey. Come on, server. Thank you. At the same time, really all you have to do is look at this thing sidelong, and it's a tutorial right there. Because just build what you see. So... there, see? Take a screenshot, pause the video, done. And yeah, if you want it to be tileable, just use this paste, because see, like I said, it doesn't canoodle. Even if I put unpowered stuff there, and this stuff's powered, it's not canoodling. So, that's pretty sweet. It makes this design much more compact, and the greatest part about it really is the inputs down here. Well, we need to power this monostable circuit. Well, normal redstone, when you place it down, it needs to point into this block. So you would either need to have the redstone coming from here and go in, which means it can't turn the corner, because then it's facing that way, not into the block, or you need repeaters. And the space is just too tight. Well, again, with this paste... you can do something like this, have the input, I mean, you could crawl it across the floor, whatever, doesn't matter. You know, you go and hit the button up there, I can easily send the redstone down, and I'm probably going to have to get rid of this slope just so that I can have some redstone wiring go here, and and done. You know, pick the machine you want, and away you go. Oh, that's nice. If I click on the hollow in the center, it breaks all the paste. It would be nice if there was a wireless redstone method or tool in this pack, but there isn't. If there actually is, someone let me know, because I don't know about it. So anyway, yes, I will stop rambling. I'm going to get the rest of these done. We'll be right back. Okay, well, sometime later. Oy, oy, oy. We've got oy. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. So, unfortunately, you know, this really covers up Fulcrum's marvelous design for a room. And I mean, we knew it was going to do that, and we accept that. But, oi. Every single cell is built, and all the machines are in place for what's needed. Around back on this side, I've even got some of the retrieval nodes in place with their filters. And basically my plan is to... Hey, let me up. See, this ender chest I have that keeps all of the items in it. The plan is to basically just hook up the ender chest to those retrieval nodes. And they should just start pulling the items out. Come on. Yeah. 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 There it goes. Woot. So yeah, that'll only pull what items it's supposed to. And it will fill these drawers up. And basically when you give any one of these an input, it will drain however many it needs to into its appropriate machine and smelt it all down. Now, the next thing that I need to worry about is electricity. There's a lot of machines here. This side especially is going to be a little bit tricky to wire up just because Signalum and Indirium need liquids and pulverizing. So it pulverizes it down, sends it into the cyclic assembler where it's got a recipe for it, which can take fluid. So it's got to melt down ender pearls and redstone and blah blah blah, and then this thing needs induction with blazing pyrotheum, and I'll need to route that in. I actually forgot to put that in the ender chest, so that'll have to be done later. So these guys, I'm not quite sure how the wiring is going to go, but for these ones, it's actually not going to be too hard, because what I want to do is I've got tesseracts, and essentially what I'm going to do is probably somewhere... Oh, that was apparently a glowstone block. Okay, whatever. We're going to put that there. And, whoa, hello. Yeah, private. And let's just call this channel 1, because I've never used it. So, alloy smelter, or alloy output. Let's call it that. Output. Save frequency. There we go. And we want to... send items only, and nothing for energy and fluid. And what will happen then is we just have to put a retrieval node on this guy. And actually, let's get ourselves some energy pipe too. And then all I have to do is oh no, that cannot be energy pipe, that must be item pipe. Okay, come on, server. There. And then microblock, because we don't want that canoodling. So what this will do then is it will retrieve any finished items, send it into the Tesseract, and send it into the drawers. Now, all we have to do then is right here put down an energy node. Put down one of you. And considering what this room is going to be for, we're going to need to give it a whole bunch of exciter upgrades. So now these guys should get power real quick. Perfect. So, with that, what we need to do is on this side around back here, I've got another tesseract placed down. So, simple enough. We want it to receive items. Owner only, alloy, set frequency. Now, I'm pretty sure again we're going to have to use retrieval nodes. Just so that it only pulls what we want. Actually, no. No. Because we're going to have to set filters for those anyway. So what we can do instead is just set one filter with a transfer node. And that's much cleaner. Now there is nothing in those, so we need bronze, invar, and steel. Quickly. Bronze, invar, and steel. I know this episode is getting on, so I do apologize if it gets too long for you guys. It should be done shortly, because I just want to give this a test. Okay, there we go. It should pull out those. Now, I don't have these buttons wired up. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. I mean, I do have the redstone paste, which can kind of, snake its way around. But again, I don't really have any kind of wireless way of transmitting a signal that I can think of right now. I don't know. I'll come up with something. For right now, what am I doing? I need paste. Paste. And I need buttons. Again, I don't plan anything in advance. There we go. That'll do. So the groupings, we want to group those two, these two, and these two. Hey. There we go. Now, if I put the buttons there, that should... Yes! Yes! And you are manufacturing steel! Now, those drawers were empty up there, remember? For the finished alloys. So let's hit the button for the next one. And that induction smelter kicks to life. Making myself some bronze. And we click it again for this one. And this one kicks to life, making us some invar. Sweet. So yeah, these will all be wired to these buttons up here. Now, can we see it coming in? Oh, there's some steel. There's 12 ingots of steel so far. Okay, apparently we're gonna need some speed upgrades or something. Cause this retrieval node. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it's manufacturing thermal foundation, and the one in the drawer is Tinker's. Oh, so everything's stalled because of that. Why is there only 6? Oh, because one's in the Tesseract. Right. Okay, so what we're going to need to do... I need my drawer key. And really, all we should need to do is empty that. And it should try and fill it with bronze. No? No? Okay, here, I'll kickstart you. Come on. What's going on? Receive items? Come on. Is the filter not the right type? Like, why would the filter matter? It's a bronze ingot. Okay, it's transferring the steel. Oh, it moved all the bronze. Yes, okay. Steel's coming in. Why is there only 62 ingots? Why is there only 62 ingots? Come on. Okay, it's got the other two. It's lag. Okay. Okay. Hey, come on. And Invar. Hey. So it looks like the system works. I mean, all I did was press a button. It's definitely going to need some stack at a time upgrades, that's for sure, because I don't want to have to wait for it to filter in a couple at a time. Now, Invar is going to be the special one. It doesn't actually make 64 at a time. It makes 63. So, there, it just hit its target. And the reason it makes 63 is because it's 2 iron and 1 ferrous for 3 ingots of Invar. And mathematically speaking, you cannot fit 3 into 64. Like, in multiples of 3. That is, it just, the math isn't there. So I either go over or I go under. And I figured 1 ingot under, whatever, it's fine. So yeah, these guys are going to be the next to get wired up. Electrum will actually be really easy, because that's a simple matter of just doing that. Done. You know. Wire up some paste. Give her a click. Look at that, making us some Electrum. This Tesseract is not configured, however. And we need to... I keep forgetting this. This is, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be Indirium, Signalum, and Electrum. Put them all back. And we want pipe, transfer node pipe with filter. And look at that, it's already moved all 64 Electrum into place. Sweet. So check it out. Seal that up. Seal that up. Oh. Apparently can't do that. There we go. There we go. So we get stacks of each of those. Like I said, the Signalum and Indirium are going to take a bit more to wire up. And I'll worry about that in between episodes. So for right now, what do you guys think? Woo, moonwalk. Yeah, what do you guys think of this? You think it's a cool machine? I mean, you know, I'm going to get the wiring up. I'm going to make it that, you know, you click a button up there and it turns it on. You know, get these guys set up, get the The Enderium's going to be the craziest one because it requires the most ingredients, because it requires the ender pearls and the blazing pyrotheum, whereas this is just redstone, and it's like, well, redstone. I've got mountains and mountains of redstone. Ender pearls, I'm actually almost out of. If I can get out of... Get out! Get! Ah! Oh no! There we go. Haha. I'm free! I'm free! Yeah, ender pearls. Look at this. I got 239 ender pearls left. That's it. That's all I got left. It's not much. So I'm gonna need to set up an ender pearl farm pretty soon. In the meantime, that will about do it for today. So let's do the continuum obligatory. So, number 1. Oh my, a soul fragment. That has one use, the reinforced watering can. Nice. See, the watering can itself is great. It's a 3x3 grid, and it accelerates game ticks so that crops grow faster. Well, a reinforced watering can is, I think, 7x7, and it's even faster. And it also has the added ability that it can be used in machines such as the autonomous activator, whereas a regular watering can in an autonomous activator would break. Now, normally, a soul fragment is gotten by using an etheric sword, which is made with unstable ingots. And as if that's not fun already, you have to sacrifice 10% of your life in order to get a soul fragment. And now that's not 10% as in just one heart. That's 10% as in even once you get... nope, wrong menu. The Tinker's Hearts. That means, once you have these full, you'd lose 3 hearts. And okay, that's not really that big of a thing, but who really wants to give up 3 hearts permanently just for a watering can? So that is very nice. That is very nice. I am thrilled. We can't top that. So let's see what an orb number 2 has as a consolation prize and icing on the cake. Yeah, look, pink dye. There we go. See, woo! That blows that soul fragment out of the water. Number 3, and some red pillar quartz. There we go. Yeah, I am thrilled. Oh man, you know what? We're gonna build that right now. I only have 3 ingots of bedrockium. So let's go down here to my little machine where I've got 9 octuple compressed. I did remove the trunk loader from that thing, so it no longer runs when I'm offline. Just simply because I've got so much of this stuff. Whoa! Weighted down by the weight. That is okay. So yeah, I didn't want that thing running forever. So yeah, I deactivated it. To reinforced watering can. And yeah, that's its only use. Like, it only is used in making this thing. Where's the, there we are. But yeah, if we get my regular watering can, you can see, it's got a 3x3. This guy, look at that. Like, that's amazing. And it can be used in machines, which means if I wanted to, I could now set up a farm using a autonomous activator and have that thing going to grow things. Now, of course, we do have Quantum Flux's imaginary time block, and that would do way better. So the reinforced watering can is probably just going to be my own personal tool. But even still, awesome sauce. So, anyway, now that the continuum orbs have finally been nice to us, we can leave on a high note. So, let me know what you guys thought of the episode. What do you think of my alloy machine down in the basement? You want to see any kind of tutorial on it? I mean, it is pretty straightforward, but I can go into a little bit more detail about how it's built and why it works, if you want. Other than that, what did you think in general? I mean, did you like it? You think it's a cool idea? Let me know. So, give me a like, leave a comment, give me a share me with your friends, let them know that I'm doing this stuff, because hey, it's a lot of fun. And be sure to come back for next episode. Bye-bye.